The other day, she calls me to ask me if I'm suicidal.
What?
Right? Okay.
Why?
Because she saw a picture of me on Facebook.
I'm slightly ashamed of this project.
Vibe presents A Friend with Issues.
Welcome back to another episode of A Friend with Issues. I'm Vibe, where I bring a new friend on every week to discuss something that makes their ass itch, that grinds their gears, that really just gets them into it. Today I'm with Nicole, or Beta, what she put there. Before we get to today's topic, Nick, tell me how we know each other.
Oh God. Past. Very, very, very old past. High school?
Yeah.
Sheepshead Bay? High school. God, that seems like a lifetime ago. Damn, I went to his party. He wore this little weird African symbolic hat, and it was really adorable, and that's where I met him. And then
I don't remember any of that. Hold on.
Don't?
What? Start over again. I was wearing what? Where?
We went to a birthday party. I think it was yours, and
Who's we?
you were wearing this like African little hat. You were just so tiny, and it was adorable. You don't remember that?
I don't remember any of that.
Memory than you do. And then it just happened that we got into the same school and hung out in the same circles and became friends. It was just crazy. Had weird ass summer vacations, walking across the Brooklyn Bridge, being just slackers to the max, skipping school to go play arcade in Chinatown. Oh, the anime.
Good.
Oh, the
times.
animes.
Oh, the animes were great. That was good times. Oh,
it was a great time.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so basically, old friends from high school. Yeah, it's pretty fun. And we came to Florida, and I stayed, and she left, and stuff. So on. Yeah, exactly. Lucky you. So it's funny because I actually had an episode a while ago. It was I don't know what episode 1 actually, where a friend that was on here was like, you can't stand people who live in Florida who complain about Florida. And he's like, the majority of people that live in Florida that complain about Florida are New Yorkers. And I said, it's funny because I'm one of those. And he started laughing. So check that out if you haven't seen it, episode 1.
I'll check it out.
But Nick, what brings us here today? What is the issue that's really getting under your skin?
You know, I said that I had no issues, and really I have no issues, but then like everything in life, an issue arose. I have to juggle. It's either the coworker issue or it's the mother issue.
The mother as in your mother, or what?
Of course, as in my mother. You know my mother.
Yes, I do.
Zero fucking chills. Zero.
I thought she didn't cool out in old age.
What? She got more ruthless in old age. All right, zero chills.
My dad softened in old age. This man is like a hollow teddy bear now.
It's some crazy shit. You know who she's soft to? Her grandbabies.
Well,
they can do,
but that's what they do.
But
that's what it is. Is grandchildren soften them?
This is some bullshit. Because then she'll be like, "Don't you remember I did this for you? And you were just, I was." I'm like, really? Really? We doing that? Oh hell no.
Okay, so which topic we're going to choose this topic? I like this.
I guess so, because it got my biscuits burnt now.
Let's burn these biscuits. Okay. Go.
Love my mom. Everybody loves my mother.
Of course they do. But you're going to
let's just put that out there. The other day, she calls me to ask me if I'm suicidal.
What?
Right? Okay.
Why?
Because she saw a picture of me on Facebook. What
picture was that? As you talk, I'm pulling it up for myself.
Okay. It was like around Christmas, December, COVID, people were crazy, acting stupid. I had like the worst work day ever, and I had to go out and buy last minute Christmas gifts.
Okay.
And the mall was packed. So I was taking a break, and I had my head on my steering wheel, and I sent a picture to my husband like, this is some bullshit. So let me post this. So I post a picture up, and she calls me to ask me if I'm suicidal. But it doesn't end there. It's a whole family affair. It's a whole fucking family affair.
Oh my God.
Apparently, my family in Jamaica, yes, Jamaica, called her to ask if I was suicidal because they saw a picture of me on Facebook.
Again, okay, all right. I'm looking at it right now. I want to make it very clear now. That, I mean, actually, that looks really artsy. I'll just be honest with you. The way this shit,
right? That's what I thought. I said, I feel like this is
artsy.
cool.
It kind of looked kind of artsy. I mean, I don't think that's a cry for help. That's more like a, I don't know.
Apparently it was a scream for help.
A
scream from Jamaica. Really, really.
I don't think so. It looks like one of those. I mean, it's got a nice shading. I don't know if that's just the angle of the sun or the lighting, or that's the
lighting was everything.
A filter, but it was really good. I liked it.
How's that picture?
I put love it. Actually, I actually already did like it. I put love. I liked it.
It was bomb. It was everybody was feeling it because everybody knew exactly how I was feeling. Christmas shopping in COVID is bullshit.
Right.
Yeah. So she calls me to tell me that my family in Jamaica called her to ask if I was suicidal because I'm looking real dark and, depressed.
From that one photo?
Emo. ¿Qué pasó?
From that one photo?
From that one photo. I just want to emphasize the one photo part, okay? One. But she went and she's like, baby, I'm always here for you, right? You can talk to me even though you don't like calling your mother. Yeah, because
God, stop it.
You gotta say I never call her and I don't love her if I don't call her at least once a day every day.
Right.
No, I don't love her if I don't call her once a day every day. So she wants to make sure that I know that she's there for me. Deep in her soul, she is there for me. But it doesn't end there because she didn't believe that I wasn't suicidal. This woman called my sister. She called her other daughter, Tommy. Remember Tommy?
Of course.
Yeah. Tommy's in the Army. Tommy got no time for this bullshit. She calls her to ask if I'm okay, if I got some thoughts, if she needs to fly up here and, hug me.
I'm sorry. Does she do this? Does she do this to Tommy at all, or no?
Oh, Tommy's got her own story. If you want somebody with issues, you need to call her next because that episode will be literally fire. Okay, it could be like the mama issue part 2. Tommy calls me. She doesn't call me. She texts me because she's in California. It's like 2 a.m. or whatever there. She texts me. She's like, "Girl!" Extended exclamation point. I knew exactly what she was talking about right then and there. I said, "So, mommy." She's like, "Yeah, so mommy," and she just busted out laughing dead. Sent all these memes. I'm like, really? And my mom's texting me and she's like, "You sure you okay, baby? You sure you okay? You sure you're nothing wrong? I can't come up there for you." I'm like, mommy, seriously, it's just a goddamn picture. So I took the easy way out.
Okay.
I changed the damn picture. I changed it. I said, sometimes it's just easier to give in and move on than to explain. Right?
You should have just like put clip art of a smile right on it and just lift it up.
I mean, that would have been funny,
that would have been passive aggressively funny.
Zero time for it. So I just changed the picture. And the next thing I know, my family from Jamaica are liking this picture so hard. That's my niece. Look at that beautiful smile. I'm like, oh God, this is a thing. My pictures are being legit stalked. And I need to smile really hard or my family's gonna think I'm suicidal. How did they jump from having a bad day to suicidal?
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that like that's like the way opposite side. That's the first thing you're thinking about.
Over there, somewhere.
Are you known for massive depression or something?
No.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out because
I'm living my best life over here.
That's what I see.
And that was just like, what the hell? And why do I have a family intervention happening right now? Why?
I mean, there's got to be a reason why they jumped that far. That's a huge leap.
But here's the thing that kills me. It came from, uncle, love my uncle, who hasn't seen me in years or talking to me in years.
Okay.
So knows really nothing about me, my personality or anything.
Presently, right.
but that was a jump. And then my mother jumped on shit because she's my mother, and it's worst case scenario. That's what she does. That shit was crazy. That was really, really, really crazy. Of course, I told my husband, what does his ass do? Because he is the king of sarcasm. Sends me a fucking meme about actually your Jamaican parents, thinking everything's wrong if you sneeze the wrong way. I'm like, first of all, where the fuck did you find this meme so quick? So quick.
Google's a hell of a search engine.
You gotta believe it.
Or maybe you had it in the
what I'm
background.
Hmm?
Oh, I said maybe you had it in the background. That's really funny. Oh my God.
That had to be the weirdest, most awkward moment of my life, knowing that all my family in Jamaica think I'm suicidal, and my mom's checking in on me through my sister. She's checking on me through my sister because she doesn't believe me. Like,
okay,
really?
So let's play devil's advocate. Some people
No.
some people who might be listening will say, well, shouldn't you be grateful that you have family that are looking out for your well-being, that are so concerned or willing to just jump at you just in case? What do you say about that?
Okay, let's look at it from that side of the angle. Okay, you have family, they're super concerned, and they want to look in on you and check for your bestest self, and that's super sweet. If there were any indications that I was cracked, just a little bit, not crack crazy, but like, oh, she's having a real bad time,
Right.
life really hard, she hasn't reached out to us, she hasn't been doing anything she usually does. There are always signs.
Yes,
people are good at hiding them,
but
you can see signs if you're looking for them.
Right.
There was no signs. This was like, picture on Facebook, suicidal, call everybody in the family to check. What?
It was, I don't know. I find it weird. I'm just saying, like, that's a huge jump in logic. That what you just explained to me is a quintessential, well, that escalated quickly kind of phrase,
Yes.
And I would be just as flabbergasted, but then I would wonder, like, what am I doing that would make them think that automatically? You didn't ask by any chance, like, why would you come to that conclusion immediately?
Yes, I did. I'm like, okay. Mommy, why? Why would you even think that? And this is when she said, your picture on Facebook. I was like dumbfounded. I'm like,
by itself? That's it?
That's it. That's it. There is no, and this. That was it. How do you like that? How do you like that?
I'm at a loss for words. I mean, I'm loving the story, but lost for words.
Was online with me right now so she could give you her aspect, because she had the side conversation. They called her for the side conversation of this. That's the kicker. So,
and what was her response?
She was laughing her ass off. First, she told mommy, like, mommy, chill, because chill.
Yeah.
But then she just thought it was the funniest thing in the whole wide world that they're stalking my Facebook, and
I think it's hilarious. But I mean, like, I'm
gonna give disclaimers from now on. When I take a moody picture, I'm gonna be like, this is just a bad day. I'm okay, I promise. But yeah, no, that shit was crazy. She was really, really into it. She really, really was. She went into the sweet mom voice too. And it's hard for a Jamaican woman, because she's ready to like cuss my ass out at any given moment. Because
of course,
you've met my mom.
Yes.
She was just sugar and spice and all the things nice. Like she was talking me off of a ledge. That shit was hilarious.
It's all right.
Yes.
Talk to
Keywords. I'm here for you. You can talk to me, baby. Anytime. I love you so much. Now I know my mom loves me. I know she loves me.
Of course.
She has like a savagery in her love. Like she is never afraid to tell you something that you just never want to hear. Like your ass is flat as a Chinese pancake. Yeah, she said that to me because my mom is a savage.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you have to appreciate that as well, because
really
a little bit. I mean, it may be blunt and bold, but I would rather be told to my face, listen, you have a pancake face, than I would, man, you look so handsome. Oh my God, you're great. Kind of thing. I'd rather hear that. It'd probably upset me for a second, but I'd be like, maybe I need to change something. So.
No, that's some bullshit. I look great.
I didn't say you didn't look great. I didn't say you look great.
No. but that's like a Jamaican mom. You come into the room and she looks you up and down. She's like, no, 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 no. Hi, baby. How are you doing? No, no, no. What the hell you been eating?
Then you say, you know what? I'm happy. Listen, let me tell you something right now, okay? My weight since high school, up, down, up, down, up, down. You know, to the point where I've given up. You know who's very yeah, my mother is opinionated about it, but my father very opinionated about it. Last time he saw me, he mentioned something about it. And I looked at him and said, "But you know what? But I'm happy, and really that's all that matters." And that was really the end of it. I said, "But I'm happy with my size. I really am, huh?" I didn't say anything since.
He stopped?
But that was recently.
Oh,
that was like November, so that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, no.
But
to be on the fair side, it doesn't bother me about my weight now because there really is nothing to bother about.
Oh, you're a twin now, so what? So I get.
She finds reasons. She will always find reasons.
Well, of course, finding faults in your stars is what a parent does, you know. So that's
true,
that.
but they love you so very, very much.
Love is love.
Let's not take away from that. That's how they show their love, right?
Of course.
By savaging you every now and then.
Yes.
That just means they notice.
That means they're watching and they need to knock you down a peg. That's all. It's fun.
Are we going to do that to our kids? Are we going to do that to our kids?
Do I torment my kids? Absolutely. Do I torment them that way? No.
No, but you do torment them because that's a part of your gift as a parent. You get to do that now.
It's my fun. It's fun.
Yes. Like screaming out the car window, something really embarrassing for your daughter who just has a first crush. That's the best feeling ever.
Oh my God, you monster. that I would never do.
Listen, I'm like, you're going to torture me at home? Oh, wait, baby.
Oh, God.
Hey, honey, are you the little boy that my girl likes? You so cute. Oh, you look at your little short self. My baby likes them short. Oh, it's so cute. I'm the worst.
And that is why your mom is like that. It's karma.
I guess I can see something from her.
That is too funny. So, I mean, like, how I mean, you can laugh about it now. I'm pretty sure you were mortified at first when it happened. How did you deal with it, or how can you deal with this with such? Because something like this will happen again, clearly. But so obviously, how do you deal with it? How do you, I don't want to call her overbearing, but but how would you tell the audience that to deal with something like that without being overly angry?
Deal with the overbearing mama that loves you so much that she thinks you're suicidal if you don't smile in a picture?
Yes.
Sarcasm.
I like sarcasm.
Sarcasm, it's a gift. It's a gift for everyone. It can diffuse any situation. And we use it. Myself, my husband, even my sister, well, definitely my sister, but my mom is starting to get into that role too. I'm very impressed. So I use sarcasm to diffuse any situation with my mother because she can get intense, super intense. Jamaican parents.
It's funny you say that because some people could see sarcasm as an insult, as
it can be used.
Right.
It can be used as an insult when belittling somebody's intellect or their opinions, but that's not the case. You have to do it with a light heart.
Okay.
If you're angry, it's hard to do stuff like that when you're angry because then it leans towards the edge of belittling. But you got to try very hard to do it with a light heart. If you're not good at it, just don't do it.
That's a thin line you're walking then.
It is. You're setting yourself up for a fail in that case. But I think I have mastered the dealing with my mom with sarcasm. I've had many years of practice. He's a G with the sarcasm. He can cut a bitch to pieces with his sarcasm.
I like that.
I learned from the best. I do. It's been a saving grace. I can smile a lot more through any argument that we have because I guess as a parent, now myself, I get it. I do. You want to make sure that your kids are doing their best, that they are their best, that they have no cliffs that they're about to jump off, apparently. But you try to find a little grace for your parents now because you are a parent and you get where it comes from love. It comes from love always, but at the same time.
A little misguided.
a little misguided. You try to do better than every generation that came before you.
Of course.
I take all the good, try to leave the bad, but I take all the good. She's a great grandma. She's a great mother. She's just intense as fuck. And you learn to deal with stuff like that. She's not hurtful. She loves her son-in-law. She loves her grandbaby. She loves her daughter. I am her favorite child. Yes, I said that, Tommy. I am mommy's favorite child. But it's just patience. I think you learn and you gain grace with age. And if you haven't, then, you know, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, you think so, but I realized that age. I just had a discussion about ageism, that it's not automatic. Really, the wisdom that you're supposed to gain
You're
from
right.
age, it isn't, and it's just like common sense isn't common. Wisdom
Yes.
isn't gained from age; it's gained from experience and understanding. And
I was just about to say that.
exactly.
You took the words exactly out of my mouth, because I have met some old ass people with no goddamn sense.
Exactly.
And it's just their life. They have had a different life than I've had, and they've had different experiences.
Exactly.
So they don't have the empathy for the situations that I do. So yeah, that's fair. But in my particular instance, I have gained a wisdom, and I have gained grace.
I'm pretty sure you've had wisdom since I freaking met you. But carry on.
Yeah, no, I've got patience now. So much patience.
Okay,
like
so maybe that's what you were.
Rainbow shooting out of my ass patience.
I don't think you were impatient back then either. I don't know. You always were an old soul, not you know, like super ridiculously mature. So I guess maybe you've only polished that more so than gained.
Oh, I'm
more.
a diamond. It's true.
Yes,
you're right.
You were a diamond in the rough. Now you're just a polished diamond, one of those special cut diamonds with the refracting rays of light and junk and so on and so forth.
I feel like in the background, I need you to add like that Moana crab that sings Shiny. I just feel like it would be appropriate in this moment. I'm such a
yes, yeah, absolutely. I'll guarantee I'll look for that clip. But yes, absolutely. Because I've never seen one. I'm never gonna watch more.
Are you serious? Oh wait, you're a parent to boys.
Yes, I'm a parent to boys, and
Well, that was really good. Okay, we got way off subject. Sorry.
I only liked one thing, and that was thank you, or no, you're welcome. That song is off the chain. That's it.
That song could be your theme song, actually. Now, if we want to be real, I could definitely see how you like that song, because I feel like he must have been channeling a little bit of you there.
No, I just like the way it sounded. I just like the way it sounded, but now that you mentioned it, absolutely, that's absolutely me. No,
you don't think so? You don't think that like that could be you?
I don't think so. I have to. I mean, he's very arrogant, but I have to.
He was hilarious.
Right.
I wanted to think he was a little bit sarcastic, but he really believed him in himself.
No, he was really full of himself and arrogant, and so I'm gonna read the lyrics. Maybe, who knows? But full of myself.
I just think he knew what he knew.
Yeah, I guess.
You knew. You know, there's nothing wrong with arrogance. There really isn't, especially if you did what you did. You know.
Yeah. Well, see, arrogance.
Don't take away from it.
No. Confidence and is one thing, but when you're arrogant, is you're taking confidence and you're throwing in somebody's face, saying, you know, I'm better than you. Not that I'm good at what I do. Huh?
If they didn't ask, that's one thing.
Right.
But if they ask, I see a lot of people that also pisses me off, that are, after asking you shit, like asking you to do shit or asking you to do something that you're exceptionally good at, then they turn around and say, oh, she thinks she's all that. I'm like, yes, and because you asked me to do it.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Now, I don't like that little mousy thing where you're like, you're going to do something and then give all the glory to somebody else because.
Well, that's the real world, though. Absolutely.
Well,
especially in the work area, in work.
Oh, yeah.
When your superior delegates and then they take the credit after the work has been delegated. Yeah, that's the real world.
I don't run like that.
Oh yeah? So
no.
So what do you do? I did it. And then you walk away. Just brush
No, it's like business jargon, you know, when you're like, okay, here's the work that you asked me to do. It's accomplished. That's a chain of emails. Everybody know who did the damn work.
You reply. Oh God, that is so funny. You hit reply all. I'm done. I did this.
Why?
Completed.
Why
Send.
is that funny?
I
Like
don't
if
know.
somebody sends all of these people a
Uh-huh.
chain letter with things to do, I'm just replying that it's all done.
Yep.
All the people that was on the email. How is that wrong?
No, I know. I didn't say it's wrong. I just think it's really funny. That's actually really really funny because we have a no reply all kind of
Policy.
like policy. So when you know so when you said that, I just realized that's hilarious
Well,
because
it's like a receipt.
yeah, no, yeah, you're absolutely right. There's nothing wrong with that. I nothing at all wrong with that. Oh my God, that is so funny.
You
Reply
just think
all,
about it.
huh?
You're just thinking about it now, like the
I
reply
am.
all.
I am. Reply all is simple, but then you're like you're supposed to reply all. Well,
Why?
I want everybody to know that I
But
do.
why aren't you supposed to reply all?
Because whenever you get a message, they don't want a chain of emails like a chat room basically being sent to everybody. You know,
I can understand that if it's like a large group,
yeah,
like an organization email, you
right.
know what I mean? But if it's like maybe like a section email, like 4 or 5 people,
Yeah, I hear you.
reply. Now if it's like 100 people, don't do that shit because that happened and that shit was obnoxious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
so I
obnoxious.
get it in circumstances. But
Well,
wait, did we go way off the subject or
Well,
what?
well, see, that's the way it is with friends with issues. We bring up one topic and then wherever it goes is wherever it goes. So almost none of the episodes, those are listening, we stay completely on topic. So they're aware. I just use the one topic and I let it flow. So where else is this topic making you flow?
So it was making me flow to obnoxious work situations, like
Okay.
obnoxious work friends.
Okay. Give me an example.
Or would you even call them friends, work friends? Okay, I was working this
If you see
job.
them off the clock, if you see them off the clock and you can see them leaving the job and you still be in contact with them, then sure they're friends.
I had this work friend in my old job. Like, I hate people. This is what I'm talking about. I hate people that are like, they talk down about themselves, or they're like the least, they do the least, they feel the least. They're like, oh, my woe's me, life is so, well, I'm just not good at, oh, shut up. I hate
Ooh.
that. So I am the kind of person that I'll have to like pick you up. I'm like, don't talk about yourself like that. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? What
Right.
does it gain you? Nothing? Okay, wonderful. So I talk you up, I put you in a good space, you're good. Because you're just self-prophesizing when you're talking that
Yes,
shit.
yes, you are. Yes,
So
you are you.
talk positive. But here's the problem now. Now I'm the go-to for the wah, wah, wah.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I'm not that kind of friend. That's why I've never been that kind of friend.
I hate that. And I don't mind helping out a person. I really don't, especially when they're in a bad place. I am there for you. I really am. But big round, but no, I am not your pillow to cry on, especially when it's my turn to cry. You don't want to talk about it. That's some bullshit.
That's as human beings.
That's some, I got no time for that. I'll cut your ass off real quick. If I am there for you 100% and I have to listen to you wah, wah, wah all the day long, and when it's my turn to start bitching and moaning, which is a rare occasion, it's very rare.
Well, yeah, you're allowed to. You're human. Come on. That's okay.
Yeah, but I don't bitch and moan that much.
No,
but
of course not.
when I do, I need that ear. How you gonna then turn it on about you? How you gonna take my situation within 2 seconds of a conversation and make it about you? What the fuck?
Because I have realized that the majority of people are at the very least, if not selfish, self-absorbed, which I believe is a level below it. See what I'm saying? So that's why I've been around people enough. I've, I wouldn't say studied them, but I observe and I realize, that we are all at the very base level self-absorbed to it.
Oh yeah.
Degrees, all of us. Some of us are able to control it more than others, but most are self-absorbed, and a good chunk of those self-absorbed are incredibly selfish. So yeah, that's exactly how. That's why I'm not surprised you're saying this. But how I combat that basically is that if you want to come gripe to me, you can, but you're not gonna get the woe is me, pat on your head, I feel you, it's all good. I'm gonna say you're an idiot, you did this to yourself, or this is what you need to do, or cut that shit out, and I'm gonna give you my interpretation of a solution. I'm not, it's gonna be really rough. It's not gonna be mean, but it's gonna be rough. I'll be like, you're an idiot, and I'm gonna give it to you straight laced, because that's the way I approach advice with people, they don't come over to me. Not
Ooh,
very.
I've always been like that. You're saying
I have always been like that.
it's always been like that.
I have, because I just don't believe. I don't want you to pat my head. I need you to give it to me straight, whether I listen to you or not. I'm not going to pat your head. I've never been that friend. I've never been the coddler. I just can't, because I believe this very clearly. Friend, coworker, if you care about me, you're going to give it to me straight. You're going to tell me in my face, this is what's going on, and take it or leave it. That's what I want. I don't want, it's going to be better, just work through it. No, this is toxic. Get out of this. Here's a good example. Friend Juan, and I mentioned this before on the podcast, but or maybe is it this podcast, maybe other podcasts. I have so many podcasts. Basically, long story short, it was his. Oh shit! I shouldn't tell this story.
It's already too late.
No, because you know the person. Okay. Damn. Okay. Well, anyway, moving on. I just realized that this is the first time I'm telling somebody who actually knows this person. All right. So anyway, so we go to Orlando.
Damn.
It's his engagement weekend. Me and him have been working on. We've been working on it for a while. I bought a spy cam for him. We were working on his speech and everything. And an individual who I, comes down, every once in a while, decided to come down this weekend. Okay. And she's like, I'm coming down this weekend. Let's hang out for a week. I said, cool. Then you can be my date to this thing. But understand that it's his engagement weekend. I'm heavily involved in his engagement weekend. She made my trip, in hindsight, I didn't know it at the time, very difficult and very, very trying. And I was split between doing what I'm supposed to do for my friend and entertaining this girl, right? And what I've realized is that she's never come down here, or has never been the center of my world when she came down. This is the first time she was put on the back burner, and my attention was be on something else. For example, we're downstairs. She's in the pool. She wants to take pictures of her in the pool. My phone is blowing up off the hook, because the guy's like, "Hey Jay, what are you doing? We need to fix the spy cam. We need to rehearse my engagement speech." And I'm like, "Well, all right, listen, I gotta go, because he's gotta get me. Okay, a few more pictures, but are you gonna go? You gonna leave me down here by myself in the pool?" "Yes, I have to go." So then she
cringeworthy.
she absolutely cursed me out in front of him, his friends, and his family. Wasn't a good look for the post engagement dinner. So it was after that that it was the following day, mind you, his engagement weekend. He just said yes. Everything went well. We're all excited. He knocks on my door and says, "What's going on, Jay? What's happening?" I said, "Hey, what's happening?" He's like, "Listen, can I talk to you for a minute?" I said, yeah, cool. I was like, "Yeah, come inside." He said, "No, not here." So he said, "Okay, so we're gonna talk outside." "No, we're not talking outside. All right, we're gonna talk in the lobby of the hotel." "We're not talking in the lobby of the hotel." He walks me way into the parking lot and says, "Listen, Jay, thank you for all your help. It's great, but I don't think you're really enjoying this weekend. I don't think you're enjoying this weekend, and I know it's because of her. I'm just letting you know right now. I take it for however you want. I don't know what her deal is, but everybody's talking. Everybody's talking about it. When you came alone to the toast, because it was a toast. She didn't come. She didn't want to come. She asked me if she wanted to come, and I was like, "No, you don't have to come. Whatever." He's like, "The minute you walked in, you don't notice everybody got quiet, and as soon as you left, that was everybody was talking about." After it was congratulations for the what it was. "Oh my God, who is she? She's disgusting. I hope he's not dating her. Blah 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 blah. He knows better." This is all that was being said. He's like, I have to tell you, everybody's talking about it. Okay, and I don't want you to feel embarrassed, but I'm just letting you know. Take it for what it was. Um, he went back upstairs, and I stayed in the parking lot for a while, thinking. I was like, "Wait a minute, did this really just happen? Was I really just given a piece of my own medicine?" And then I really sat down and thought about it. I was like, "Yeah, she made me look like an asshole." And so, and mind you, we had a 3.5 hour drive back, back. And
This just keeps getting more and more painful. I want to cringe in my teddy bear right now. Cringe.
Listen, I've never done this before or since. We got back to my place, okay, and I sat in my boy's room for a minute, and then I got up and went into my room where she was, and I said, "You got to go home." I said, "You have to leave." And she kind of got teary-eyed and said, Can I ask why?" I said, "Because you're being yourself." I said, but you have to go. I said, I will help cover the change of a flight. I will feed you. I will take you back to the airport, but you have to go home. And yeah, that's what happened. She didn't want to ride to the airport. She felt embarrassed, and I sent her home. I sent her in an Uber. But yeah, I sent her back. She spent
Dude,
just a
that's
weekend.
embarrassing as fuck. It is.
Which part?
But I'm not saying like, her. I'm sure that was like the biggest shame walk ever. Like the longest shame walk ever. Cause you on an airplane going back. So like you had some time to think about what the fuck you just did. So yeah, that's super duper embarrassing. But that's not on you. That's not on you. Don't get me wrong. That's not on you.
No, of course, of
This
course.
whole time I was just listening. I'm thinking like, what the fuck? That was
Yeah.
my main
It
first
was
thought.
it was a
You're
te-
there for
it
your
was
friend.
bad.
That
Yeah.
whole week about your friend. So you had to be there for your friend.
Right. And she knew beforehand, and I told her, and then she had the rest of the week with me to for me to do what I usually do, which is all about her. We never spoke again since that she got on, she left. I put her in an Uber, we never spoke again, and that was years ago. So yeah, so that's long story short, that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. That's the kind of thing that, you know what I'm saying. So I would behave like that. I wouldn't want to, I don't think I would have realized how bad it was. I knew she was
Really?
acting.
Yeah.
No, but no, I don't.
No, you were completely right. I was about to say really, but I'm like, Jay, you are consistent
Yeah,
with these chicks. You are 100% consistent.
yeah, yeah,
That shit's crazy.
yeah. So,
You gotta cut that shit out.
oh, it's cut out now. I mean, that was one of the many.
Really?
Oh yeah, that was one of the many things that kind of.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not that guy anymore. I really am. I'm really not.
I can't judge it because I don't know it.
No, I'm telling you, I have tried to be that guy, and it doesn't come natural anymore, and to the point where I'm just like, I really don't want to. So no, that was one of many examples that have altered my perception when it comes to dating women and how I perceive myself. So no, I know that guy. I really feel bad for that guy.
Wrong with the guy? You're getting there was nothing wrong with the guy,
No,
Jason. Wait, no,
Okay.
There was
Here we go.
nothing wrong with the guy. The guy's taste level was fucked from the start.
You're right. And I always
But
said this,
there's
I had
nothing wrong
poor
with
taste
the
in women.
guy. There
But
was nothing wrong with the guy. Your
Hold on.
intentions were good,
yes,
and you wanted to do the best for the person, which is
Right.
never wrong. But you were doing it for the wrong kind of person.
but in the end,
Just-
in the end, none of them were wrong. Why? Because none of them did anything to me that I didn't allow
no.
them to do to me. See what I'm saying? And that's the phrase. So that's why the fault lies more within that guy than the women. Whether they took advantage of it, whether they crapped it out, whether they tossed it aside. In the end, none of the heartbreak stories that I have, none of them can be blamed exclusively on them.
no.
It is what I allowed them to do to me. And that's what it was. So
I
that's
was
why.
definitely not blaming them either.
Right.
That's not their fault because you know who you're getting in with as soon as you get in with that person.
Sometimes.
So unless they are putting on a completely different face, with most people, they'll give you their representative first,
Mhm.
but within a day or two, you meet the real person.
You're
No
right.
matter
But then
nobody that
when you
representative.
focus, right, but
that.
then you'll focus on the positive of that representative and say, okay, this has got to be like a little side thing. It'll filter in, or you'll
Oh
find
my
some kind of middle
God,
ground.
you sound like an abused husband.
So
You
that's
sound like an
that
abused
is
husband.
that
Cut
is
that shit.
that was my thought process back then, you know, and
Ew.
that's what it was back then. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, back to the whole point of it. That's the friendships that I respect. And no matter what, I'll always look back on this story, not as a, oh my God, I was ridiculously embarrassed and a bunch of strangers and my friends. But no, it was that I had a friend that took a moment out of his own weekend, his own weekend. He could have dealt with it when he came back. He could have wiped his hands with it. If I was him, I'd be like, I'm gonna deal with this shit later. I'm enjoying. I just got engaged, but he took a time out.
He's your friend, and he can't enjoy it if his friend is going through something.
Exactly.
He's a true friend.
Right.
So
and so if you care
that's a
about
keeper.
somebody, if you care about somebody, you wouldn't watch them make poor choices after poor choices or the same poor choice. I don't say try and control their life. I don't say defriend them, but at some point you'd be like, look, you know what you're doing. If you don't want to do better, it's cool, but then I don't want to hear it anymore because what's the point? And that's the way it is with me. I had this one friend who, I mean, this guy was terrible for her. She knew it. All she did was complain and complain and complain and complain to me. And yet I had to intervene a few times in person when this guy would
You
shit that. Okay. And I said at one point, I said, wait a minute, are you back with him again? Well, he called me. I said, you know what? We're done. Don't bring this up to me again, ever. I said, we can talk about anything else. I said, I told her, I said, I'd rather listen to to how heavy your flow is monthly than ever hear about this topic ever again. You understand me? Never. So she took it as, oh, I'm mad at her because because she doesn't want to listen to my advice. No, it's got nothing to do with that. It's that I care about you, and I don't, and just because, just like you don't have to listen to me, I don't have to keep listening to you do the exact same thing over and over and over and over. That's the definition of insanity for both the
I
friend
know.
and the person. Forget that. So, that's what I'm talking about.
No, that is something that I've had to learn with age as well. Many times have I fallen into that one. It is what it is. It's something that you learn again with age.
Yes.
You want to help somebody be the best them. I'm sure there's always a bit of selfish reasons for why you want to do it. But at the end, you can't save a hoe. Like, Captain Save a Hoe. You can't. You just can't.
Yeah.
So let it ride.
That was my
That
nickname
was just
too.
so sad. That
My
made me
nickname.
really, really sad.
What? That's the what?
That story.
Oh God. And
'Cause,
once you realize the name behind the story, you'll be like, oh, that makes sense. So don't even worry about it.
Give me the name.
I can't give you the name on air. I'll give you the name. I'll give you the name.
Dude.
I'll send it right now. All right. I'll send it right now.
Because there's stuff that, first of all, I'm never going to talk bad about somebody that I don't know. So whatever to that situation. But
there it is. Now on air, she's going to react on air to the name of the girl I'm referring to.
Ah!
See, I knew it.
Dude, I knew it too.
Yeah.
No, like I seriously knew it.
Did you?
It was either one of two people, and I thought if it's the other one, then you have fucking well lost all your goddamn mind. Like, it's gone. So this was my first choice. I said, yeah, it could definitely be this person.
I figured. Right. Yeah.
Because the other one.
Who's the other one? Send me who the other one you thought it was. On air. This is gonna be great.
No, wrong.
What?
Autocorrect did me in.
What was that?
Oh, Jesus. Can you figure out who I'm talking about?
No.
This damn autocorrect. Here we go. One hand typing has never been my thing.
Oh God. Oh no. That was no. Okay. Wow. But it's funny though, because didn't they both kind of compare themselves to each other? Back in the day. That's the funny thing about it. That's the funny thing. No. I not to say that I talk shit about my kid's mom on these podcasts, but I talk shit about my kid's mom on these podcasts. So I would have absolutely have said that, because anybody knows I've griped about her on this podcast and a few other podcasts. She actually appeared on a brief cameo on The Last of the Nice Guys. She popped in there.
You guys like sarcastic each other to death?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I can see.
Yeah, it's very, very, very sarcastic. The boys love it, by the way. They absolutely love it. I have her on camera beating the shit out of me as well, so that's really fun. Well, that's because I had her come in and I said, come. And she came over into the camera and she waved to The Last of the Nice Guys. That's the other podcast, listen. And I looked at her and I said that to her face. I said, you know how much shit I talk about you in this podcast? And she just went, wow. So
I mean, you knew that was coming though.
Of course, but I did that on purpose. So
did you ever tell your people, The Last of the Nice Guys, your crew, about that one time where she was driving while you were hanging off the back of the car?
No, I don't think that ever came up yet.
That it was like, oh, this bitch crazy.
Yeah,
this whole situation's crazy.
Yeah. I was.
She was seriously entertaining as hell. Yeah, I really did enjoy
her psychosis.
It was great. No, it was really, really fun to watch. I really actually hope that somehow deep down you guys would get it together and you guys be perfect for each other and you'd annoy each other and be old, grumpy, like curmudgeon people that just like eat at each other's nerves till the day you guys died. Obviously, it didn't work out.
This is how you show you care. That's not caring. I'd have been miserable. Are you crazy?
I
No.
don't, sometimes a little misery makes you grow.
I no, that's not
Too much misery, mind you, but
that would have been too much misery. I don't know what you're talking about. The father that I became and the man that I became would have been stifled had that worked out.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I
works
wouldn't.
that way it's supposed to work out, unfortunately and fortunately.
I'm happy with the way things worked out because from what I understand, how things worked out for her, it's not as lovely. So
you have two awesome kids.
Right.
They look gorgeous. They're doing obviously well. They love you. You're doing amazing as a father.
Exactly.
That's really all you need to worry about.
And that's all. That's all it is. So
that's all it is.
So yeah, that was the name of the.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was. I was shocked, but I know why. She just wasn't used to me not 100%. It wasn't all about her that weekend. It wasn't even 50% about her that weekend, and I think it pissed her off.
Dude, you cultivated that. Can't even be mad.
I didn't say I didn't. It's true. That's why I said it's probably the first time she ever felt my attention divided, and that, oh my God, it's not all about me. Whether she understood it consciously or subconsciously, but she was aggravated. She was getting further and further irritated until she blew up on me in the parking lot in Orlando in front of everybody in a red dress. So,
I'm sure she looked really good too in that red dress.
She always looks good, or then whatever. But yeah,
I'm sure she still does. She's gorgeous.
I have no idea. I had to. Yeah.
Oh.
I had to. No, it wasn't good for me. But
sometimes you just need to leave friends in the friend zone, right?
Huh?
Sometimes you just need to leave friends in the friend zone.
Yeah, but the question is
the betterment of everything.
Yeah, probably.
No, definitely. There's this theory that girls and guys can't really be friends.
Yeah, I mean that's been a run-on theory. That's actually part of it's like a subplot in one of my unpublished books about that.
Yeah, so, I want to lean towards agreeing with that.
But that is my Roomba. Hold on, I gotta turn that sucker off. That Roomba has started. Oh boy, hold on, keep going.
No, I want to agree with that assessment, and only because if you are a friend with a person of the opposite gender, at one point or another, some shit's gonna go down, no matter what. Unless this person is like not your friend per se, but like, let's say your significant other's friend, or not like your connection, but like somebody else's connection. That's when things are chill. Or you've already had your pitfalls and shit. Then things are chill. But new friends, male, female, there's always gonna be some kind of entanglement. I love that word. It got popular in 2021. Jade and Will and that entanglement. That's
I like that remix. That did you saw that remix that on the video?
No.
Where somebody takes what she says and it becomes like a dance and a music. An entanglement with August, an entanglement with August. You see that? You need to check that out. It's actually bumping. It's bumping. Are you crazy?
I'm gonna check it.
You gotta check it out. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. So, final thoughts on anything we talked about. I mean, it was dealing with an overbearing mom, obnoxious coworkers, and what else did we talk about?
Bad, toxic relationships.
But
good friendships.
Okay.
We'll throw that in there.
Toxic relationships.
Because your boy, Joe, he's good. He's good people.
Relationships and good friendships. Jesus Christ. I have to figure out how to break this down in my description. So final thoughts on each and every one. Go for it. Dealing with an overbearing mom.
You're screwed. That's your future. Suck it up. You saw that shit. You screwed.
Oh God. Fantastic. Okay.
So now that we've got that out of the way,
the next one is obnoxious coworkers.
You gotta make sure you're your own biggest advocate.
Yep.
Don't be the mat for somebody else. Don't be the steer for somebody else to climb on to get higher than you. That's some self-sabotaging bullshit. Don't do that. Don't do that. Learn how to be classy with it. Learn how to stop saying please for things that are just a given. You know, could you, can you, if you have time, stop that shit. That gets you nowhere in life. And the toxic friends. Let that shit go. Let it go. Let it go. As I was saying before,
strength, but yeah.
No, it came easier. I don't know. Too much shit has happened in life.
Well, that's of course.
People that are toxic in your life. As soon as I found out that you weren't going to be there for me 100%, like I'm there for you 100%, because I got to tell you, I'm fucking awesome. I will be there for you 100%. But if you're not going to be there for me 100%, you got to go. You have no real estate in my life, in my space, in my happy place. You got to go. So that was a really quick cutoff. By Facebook, by Instagram, by phone number. Don't call me. Bye. Got no time for that. So toxic friends, throw them away.
And good friendships.
Oh, we love them. Keep them. Appreciate them. Buy them really great birthday gifts and send them random bouts of flowers because they're awesome in a total heterosexual way, because that is okay. It is okay to give a guy friend some flowers. Why not?
I've said it many times. Don't feel weird about it, about showing somebody you appreciate them. Never feel embarrassed about it. Never feel you should do it for whatever reason.
Stupid as hell, you know?
Some people are weird about it.
Need to know that you love them.
Yeah.
What else are they gonna know?
Never be ashamed to show appreciation.
Exactly. Like I really, really love that somebody sent you a chocolate dick. I actually sent a friend a bag of dicks one day too. That was
Was the bag of dicks like, yeah, exactly. I don't know. I still don't know who sent that. And it's the second time it's happened. The first time was a couple of years ago. It was a bag of dicks. It was the black ones and it was the multicolored ones. And I actually gave them to the boys to eat. And I never found out who that was. And this one, same thing. But I gave that chocolate covered dick to my mom, so she ate that, I think. So there you go.
Valerie.
Appreciate that. So but yeah, it's funny. But things like that, it's funny. I'm
waiting for you to post something about the glitter bomb. I'm waiting for somebody to send you the glitter bomb.
God, I hope not. That would be such a mess.
That would be amazing. Craft herpes. It'll never go away. Never.
Please don't. Whoever it is, if you're listening, don't do that at all.
You should.
Don't do that. Because guess what? I won't even post it online. I won't, because I won't give you the satisfaction. So don't do it. Don't do it, because I won't post it online. I won't.
You'll talk about it. You'll be in one of these.
I refuse.
You'll have glitter here. Be like, God damn it, there's still glitter. And you'll end up talking about it.
It'll never happen. With that being said, Nick, thanks for joining me on A Friend with Issues. This has probably been the longest one I've done. And we touched on 4 topics. 4. That's actually pretty good. This is very, very good. Thank you for your time, Nick. And thank you for listening. And remember, listen to everything. But believe it.
Got something to say? Email friendswithissues@gmail.com. This is an audio production of Vibe Revelation Studios, the cure for your common day. VibeRevStudios.com.